This is the Recycling Scrap Metal Commodities and Economic Report, August 26, 2024. U.S. weekly raw steel production rose slightly to 1.75 million tons, up 0.7% from last year, but down 2% year to date. WTI crude oil price fell to $74.83 a barrel. But now, adjusted for inflation, though, oil is actually below the price of 20 years ago. This is on the slower U.S. economy and lower Chinese demand. Huge electric vehicle sales in China is slowing oil demand there. U.S. weekly crude oil production rose to 13.4 million barrels per day, the all-time record high in American history that had also hit 2 weeks ago. The U.S. remains the number one energy exporter, yes, exporter on the planet. The U.S. weekly oil rig count was steady at 483 on record U.S. production and great productivity per well. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at $305 a gross ton. Prices could fall $20 a gross ton or more for August on weak U.S. and weak global demand. Hot rolled coil steel price rose slightly to $34 per hundredweight, which is $680 a ton on continued slow demand. Copper price rose to $420 a pound. China's exports eased, which could mean better Chinese demand of copper. Aluminum price rose to $1.15 a pound, which is $25.42 metric ton, a 6-week high on increased Chinese aluminum imports and higher alumina prices. U.S. interest rates. The Federal Reserve Chairman gave a speech and said it was time to lower interest rates. He said this was due to inflation is heading to 2% and the job market is slowing. September should have a 0.25% or 0.5% rate cut. U.S. August composite S&P Purchasing Manager Index for the total economy. It fell to 54.1, but above estimate. This confirms we are in a growth economy, and growth is being driven by services. When we just look at U.S. August S&P Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index, it fell to 48, with under 50 being contraction. There was the sharpest factory activity drop this year. Demand slowed while costs increase. U.S. July existing home sales rose to 3.95 million annualized after a 4-month decline. High prices and high interest rates are still hurting demand. U.S. single and multi-unit home building permits rose to 1.41 million annualized, the rate of the 1960s, 60 plus years ago. As said, higher prices and high interest rates are hurting demand. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 515 points to 41,175, near the all-time record high. Lower interest rates will help the economy, so help Wall Street. Gondola trailers by Ben Lee at a new lower price. Call for a quote. Also, they're back in stock for 48-foot long and 8-foot high wall trailers. Of course, they are heavy duty with walls and floors made of hardox. This report by Greg Brown is brought to you by Ben Lee, roll-off trailers, gondola trailers, crush car trailers, luggage trucks, roll-off trailer parts, and of course, roll-off truck parts for Galbraith, Galfab, American, Dragon, G&H, and more. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.